All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Gold Brewing, and they were out of San Diego, California, and this is their Coconut OD. So this is an Imperial Stout that is brewed with coconut and vanilla beans. It comes in at 12.4% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listen. Time of review. This bottle is just over 16 months old. I'm going to give a huge thanks, shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Sierra Hotel, for this bottle. So huge thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies he sent my way. And he sent me an incredible beer mail that contained 28 unique beers and meads, and this was one of those beers. And unfortunately, earlier this year, Gold shut its doors, which is why I said they were out of San Diego, California. I think it was back in like March or April. They shut their doors, which is very unfortunate. I've only had one beer from them that was also sent to me by Sierra Hotel last year, and it was their Ube Latte. Now, I didn't do a best of live stream like I typically do most years, but that beer was a big Imperial Stout with ube and a couple other adjuncts. It was in the top 5 best beer I had in 2024. It would have made the top 5 list 100%. I usually do like top 24 of 2024, but it was in the top 5. It was that good, maybe even in the top 3. I gave it a perfect score. It was fucking fantastic. They are known for their dessert stouts, big Imperial dessert stouts, and that's what this essentially is. They use Congolese vanilla beans, and then they say a shit ton of coconut, more or less. Like they say an overdose, aka the name of it being Coconut OD. So I did ask Sierra Hotel if he had this one, and he said he drank this one earlier this year, I think in the spring, and it held up extremely well. He said the coconut was still screaming. I'm hoping that's the case here. The Coconut Nebulous Void from 608, I believe it was, that Cameron sent my way, good friend of mine, viewer of the channel. That is the best coconut beer I've had to date. And we'll see if this one is just as good, maybe better, maybe not as good. We'll see. So let's give it a pour here. And it doesn't look super thick coming out. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit thicker because it is, try aggressive kind of pour there to get ahead, but not really. I thought it would be because it's 12.4%, but not super thick. But I can see alcohol legs. So let me swirl up ahead here, see if we can do that. So in the glass, yeah, I mean, that looks like a big burly beer, 12.4% for sure. Pitch black in the glass, pouring out is more a deep dark brown. The head, which is now dissipating, is basically mocha colored. It was about a finger, maybe 3/4 of a finger. Now it is a thin film, probably because of the coconut oils, the vanilla beans, all the adjuncts probably knocking it down. There are some nice alcohol legs, or maybe you could even call them sheets around the glass because it is 12.4%, but it looks beautiful for what this beer is supposed to be. Let's get a nose. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? So, yes, is there coconut? Sure. The vanilla is insane. Kyle, No Hype Beer Reviews. Very good friend of mine. Fellow beer tuber. He's the coconut police, or the vanilla police, because he never can get enough vanilla, it seems, in beers. Well, guess what? I'm pretty sure that the vanilla in the nose is insane. Holy shit. This is more vanilla than coconut for me. This is like the most intense vanilla I maybe have ever had in a beer. And now the coconut comes through. It's like you had a coconut cream pie, right? But drizzle some chocolate on top. That's kind of what's happening here. It's this sounds so dumb. The nose smells creamy. Let that marinate for a second. Yeah, tons of sweet chocolate. It's sweet milk chocolate, but it's tons, like just an insane amount of vanilla. A big dose of coconut, more in that sweet kind of authentic fresh coconut, not quite toasted. Listen, this isn't that complex. Sweet milk chocolate, an overdose of vanilla, and then a big dose of coconut. There's a little bit of like an underlying roasted malt, but very small. It's like 4 characters in this beer, but it smells dynamite, making my mouth water. It smells like an awesome dessert beer. That's what this smells like. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again to Sierra Hotel. It's a shame that Gold closed its doors, because these imperial dessert, imperial pastry, whatever you want to call them, these imperial stouts that have a lot of, they just know what they're doing, or they did know what they were doing. This is a vanilla and coconut bomb beyond belief. Listen, the body, it poured out, it looked thinner. It's full bodied. It's not a Pulpit Rock or a Media Noche from Weldworks or even that Coconut Nebulous Void. It's not one of those mouthfeels where it's almost like you're literally chewing the beer. It's like almost straight on like just maple syrup in your mouth, but it's full bodied. No question there. For 12.4%, this is full bodied. It has a thickness to it, has a viscosity, has a richness to it, a little bit syrupy, a little bit oily as well, but it's a big body. The mouthfeel, like I said, it has this oily, slick kind of component. It's mildly carbonated, very soft on the palate, a little bit of creaminess as well. The taste, this is one of those beers, for 12.4%, you're kind of shaking your head at it because you're like, this is not as complex as something that 12.4% should be, but at the same time, zero fucks are giving, because the taste on this is simplistic, but right to the point and exactly what I was hoping it would be. The only issue I have with this one is I'm getting more vanilla than coconut, which I didn't anticipate. Forefront, big, sweet, rich milk chocolate. Then I get hit halfway through the palate with a nice coconut. And I get a fresh, just like sweet coconut. And then vanilla just envelops the palate, and it's just like an omnipresent, super fucking rich vanilla character. This is the most vanilla I've ever had in a beer, and it's not even close. The vanilla character in this is fucking insane. If you don't like vanilla, there's no way you're probably buying this beer when it was released. But also, probably not a huge fan of it, but I love vanilla and I love coconut. And this is great. It's almost like if you took like a Almond Joy, or you took a Mounds Bar and replaced the dark chocolate with milk chocolate. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like I said, like I think a good analogy would be a coconut cream pie, but with like a really rich kind of whipped cream on it, and then like a drizzle of chocolate, or maybe even more so than a drizzle, maybe a layer of chocolate. I don't know. It's rich, it's decadent, it's sweet. Is it cloying? I think drinking an entire bottle of this is ill-advised as a whole. But this is a beer that definitely is a dessert beer. So it is going to lean sweet. It's not going to be, I'm never going to drink this beer and be like, oh, it's super balanced, guys, because it's not. It's sweet, it's rich, it's decadent, it's over the top. It's a beer that ideally I would share this with at least 2 other people, if not 3, where everyone gets like 4 to 5 ounces of it. Or even like 3 to 4 ounces of it, right? It's 16.9, so say 17 ounces. If you share it with 3 other people, everybody gets like 4 and a quarter ounces. I think that would be perfect. 12.4%, I can't tell. A little bit of warming in the chest, nothing on the palate. The reason I know this is a bigger beer is because that body, the intensity of the flavor, sure. But there is no astringent alcohol kind of feel on this one. There's a little bit of warming in the chest, but it doesn't scream. I like, if I was doing this blind, I might say like 10, maybe 10 and a half, 12.4, no fucking way. So these are the only 2 gold beers I've had, this and that Ube Latte. That Ube Latte was a 5 out of 5, amazing beer. And this, while not to that level, is still a fucking awesome coconut and vanilla beer, but more coconut, or more vanilla than coconut. I think that the cons on this is I just want more complexity. I'm not even getting a roasted malt in the taste. It's just chocolate, vanilla, and coconut. It's a very simplistic beer that's delivered to the palate in such an expressive and intense way that you kind of forget that there's only like 3 or 4 notes hitting your palate, but you don't really care. So I don't know. The rating in this doesn't really matter. I mean, my ratings don't matter in general, but the fact that they're not around anymore really bums me out, knowing that this is the kind of quality they were pumping out and they still ended up closing. Craft beer is in such a weird way right now where it's like they're in a weird spot where really quality breweries are closing, not because of the quality of their beer, but for other unknown reasons. And I don't know, maybe people just don't gravitate towards stuff like this as much anymore. I don't really know, but this is fucking awesome. So I'm going to shut this one down as far as the review goes, and we're going to give it a final rating. Coconut OD from the now defunct Gold Brewing, which that pains me to say. It's exactly what it says it is. It says Imperial Stout with coconut and vanilla beans. I would say with vanilla beans and coconut, and it would be pretty much spot on. I'm going to give this a straight 4.75 out of 5. That's exactly what this beer gets. 4.75 out of 5. It's fucking fantastic. Like, not much more to say about it. It's 4.75 out of 5 all day. Not as good as that Coconut Nebulous Void, but that was, barrel aged for like whatever, like 2 years. And, the coconut character was more intense than that. But this is like a beautiful, just like imperial dessert / pastry stout. This is not barrel aged, and it's just fucking, it hits me right where I want it to hit me. And I'd love to share this with other folks. That would have been the goal, and I fucked up. No pun intended. Price and availability, I have no idea. So Sierra Hotel, I don't know what you pay for this. I don't know the availability. I knew nothing about Gold other than what Sierra Hotel sent me originally last year, that ube latte, and now this. But it pains me that they're no longer in existence, because they're the 2 beers I had from them were fucking top tier, and I'd imagine they make a lot of other cool beers. So what a fucking bummer that they're not around anymore. So if you've had this one before, anything else from Gold, please post in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it. Like I said, 12.4% hides the alcohol relatively well. It's not a complex beer, but it's a delicious beer. And I think at the end of the day, I'm one of those people that like, yeah, I love the complexity when a beer is like over the top and just, a lot of things going on. But I can appreciate when a beer kicks out 3 or 4 notes done extremely well. And that's this beer. It's exactly what I want it to be. The body's pretty much spot on. The mouth feels really nice. And then those 3 or 4 flavors I get are just exactly what I was hoping for out of the beer. So a 4.75 in my puny brain makes total sense. So again, if you've had this one before, please post in the comment section. Huge thanks to Sierra Hotel for this beer. Probably the last ever Gold beer that I'll be reviewing, but at least it was a fucking doozy. So appreciate it. To the next one. Cheers.